Oh my god, I forgot that I had to unlock my credit card. So, because I'm locking it and unlocking it for the hold, and I just started doing that today, so I kept him outside too long. I'm so sorry, bro. You seem like the nicest human being ever.
Hey,
There's my favorite person in the whole world. It feels heavy. Why does it feel so heavy? Are you sure this is me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you like cheesecake?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put you in the quick.
Hey,
Yeah, of course, man.
but where's the pie?
Yeah, it's just two. Just two extras. Have a good night, Roger.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Of course, man. Yeah, we'll see you next time, bro.
Thank you. There's no way I'm treated this nicely, because for the last 10 years at every cake place, I think I complained maybe like once and I got like a free thing in the whatever, and actually I'm not even gonna bitch anymore. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. I never really used to like cheesecake when I was younger, but I kind of like it now, to be honest. I'm like, oh, this isn't mine. There's no way that's mine. So now I'm like really excited. Oh, when people are nice to me, it like makes me want to cry. Oh god, I feel emotion. Oh, but I'm also scared at the same time. No, everything's good, right? Yep, things are turning around, right? Oh gosh, oh god, it feels so heavy and I'm so hungry. Thank you so much, the keg. Holy frickin' smokes. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh god, oh god.
Literally, Brody died, and I was like, I stopped taking Adderall because I was so sad. I just wanted to sleep, so I just stopped taking it cold turkey, and then I went into a psychosis, and then ever since then I've never taken it again.
So, I'm not gonna drive.
Like 3 days.
It was. I feel like it lasted
I'm
longer
gonna go to
for you
Uptown and
because
charge one.
before you even left, there was a few days. Was like a slow creep. I don't think it just hit and was 3 days and was over. It was like almost like you're being, especially like with
Well, I
my
wasn't
experience with you, it's
sleeping.
like I was being gaslit, like not gaslit, but I'm like, is she off or am I just being judgmental? You know what I mean? Where you're like, there's a few days where you're like, I think something's off, or maybe she's in a really good mood, and you kind of am not sure to question it, or maybe I'm off and I'm annoyed by her good mood, but I'm like, something's weird.
Right.
Let me tell you, going to the psych ward will change you. 72-hour psychiatric hold will do something to you.
What happened in there?
When I got there,
Good food, apparently.
the best food. Well, but also I probably wasn't eating for like 10 years because I was cracked out on Adderall. So when
It was just food.
it was actually just food. The best part of being in there was like a music segment where this old guy would come in and he'd have like a tambourine and we'd all sit around.
Some old retirement home entertainment going on.
No, but it was the only thing I looked forward to, like the music time. Because it was like it was just like 4 mentally ill people being like, what song do you want to hear? I'm like, can you do Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young? He's like, I can. I'm like, great.
It sounds kooky in there.
It's very kooky. There was a guy who I remember I looked over and he wasn't wearing pants. And he was like on the phone with his wife. And when you're on the phone's a short cord so you don't hang yourself with it. They take. Let me tell you.
Listen, with no pants, like right next to the phone.
Dude, this chick, I became friends with this chick. She's like, we got to get a lawyer to get out of here. I was like, you're right. I'm like calling my parents. I'm like, I need a lawyer to get out of here. They're like, we put you in there. You're not getting a lawyer to get out of there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, ladies, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
Fun times. Tell everybody how to get your podcast, where you are on social media.
Hell yeah.
It's This Bitch, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube,
wherever you find podcasts.
wherever you find podcasts. New episodes of that every Monday, and then you can find me on Wednesday on Shank. That's SHENK, and for show dates at Princess Shank. That's Princess like normal, and then another SHENK.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
Yes,
All
This
right.
Bitch Podcast, KimCongdon.com for show dates. Make sure you check out my special, Childless MILF. I'm recording it. It's coming out in the new year. I'm very excited about it. The Kim Congdon Takeover Podcast. I don't know when this comes out, but I have some shows in Austin this week, so check out my social media for that.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Joe.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
What's happening?
Man,
How fun was that?
that was a blast.
We had a good day.
That was 3 hours.
Keep it on, there's no one here. It's just food.
Shane Gillis, Brian Simpson, Asan Ahmad, Tony Hinchcliffe, Duncan Trussell, you and me. We had a fucking banging workout. Then we did the sauna, we did the cold plunge, we did the whole
We
experience.
did the sauna again.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome to town.
Thanks.
Like legit, you guys are here now.
We're here now.
How's it feel?
It feels
Have you
good.
said y'all yet?
Y'all.
I've been saying y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When'd
I'm
you
from
start?
Florida.
Oh,
Y'all.
right. You gotta
Y'all.
look. Florida's weird. It's like
Y'all
it's
and
kind of
Saul.
southern, but it's not really.
Yeah. Like SAW. Saul.
What?
I saw
Solemn?
him. Yeah, I saw him over there.
No.
I saw him.
What are you saying? Solemn?
I saw him.
I
Are you saying it's
saw him.
solemn?
I saw him.
But you're saying it all together
Saw
like
him.
solemn.
Yeah, like I saw him
solemn-
over
What
there.
a solemn moment.
No, like I
Post
saw him.
9/11.
Like, oh shit, he went over there. I just saw him.
Mm,
Oh.
okay. Texas, they like to say especially.
Oh,
Especially?
Especially.
don't love that.
Yeah. They say, a lot of people, well, especially. They say that.
Especially.
Like, hey,
Especially.
hey. That's not the word. Don't say it like that.
I like the video that's going viral right now with the redneck dude, and he goes, "I don't care what you call me, you don't know me that."
He said, you can call me anything you want, but don't call me that.
Don't call them what?
I don't know.
I'm guessing the N word.
And I'm guessing gay. I'm guessing gay.
But isn't there like that was the thing about that movie, that show Ozark? There's a distinction between a redneck and a hillbilly.
There he is.
Oh, when you're a big guy and someone calls you Hoss, Bubba, or Big Boy. Wow, that's a real guy.
Yeah.
That's a real guy. But remember in the movie? Did you guys watch Ozark? Netflix show.
I watched a little bit of it. Is that with
Jason Bateman?
Yeah. I did watch a lot of it.
Fucking great
is
series. It's fucking great. But there's this really wild lady who's a drug smuggler. That older lady, and she kills this dude because he calls her either a redneck or a hillbilly. I forget which one it was. They had this
Hillbilly, probably.
giant drug deal with the cartel, and they're about to set this drug deal, and the dude said something about them being hillbillies, and so she blows his fucking brains out with a shotgun. It's like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That she was so mad at that word. Like,
That's a white slur.
it's either we're rednecks and we're not hillbillies, or we're hillbillies, not rednecks.
Which one? I mean, they both seem like the same to
Hillbilly's
me.
more insulting. I'll tell you that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like it's a way to call a redneck like uneducated and
trash?
incest, pretty much. It's like there's rednecks, but then if you say like hillbilly, it's like a little more. That's what I think. If we're in Florida, that's
I don't
you
know.
would say a hillbilly and a more insulting, like you fucking hillbilly.
Interesting, because a lot of guys will call themselves hillbillies and be proud of it, though.
Yeah, but it's more like a self-deprecating thing, like a joke at that point.
I don't know. I'm a valley girl. I don't know much about hillbilly redneck
Well,
culture.
I know a little
I'm
I know
talking
a
out
thing
my
or
ass
two.
too. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't understand. I didn't even know until that show that there was an issue with one of those words. I don't even know which one that really upsets him. But that she was willing to shoot this guy and fuck up this whole drug deal.
I don't think it's that serious, but
It is with her.
with her it is, yeah. But she has other issues.
I believe that lady's real. That lady, whoever that actress is, who's that woman who played that
I was
role?
just looking it up. I had her name. Sorry, it's.
I love that curly. Oh yeah, crazy bitch.
That lady
Darlene
is a
Snell.
beast.
Oh, yeah, I remember
She's
now.
a beast. She's so good in that role.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you believe every second of every word that comes out of her mouth. You're like, that is that lady. That's a real crazy murdering drug dealer lady. She
Hell
shot
yeah.
a guy in the dick.
Whoa.
I want to
Yeah.
act so bad. That looks so fun.
That does look
You
so
don't like?
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, acting, so fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
Yeah,
I love it.
You love it?
we love it.
I love it.
What
like,
parts do you love?
I hate to say this. Sometimes I like it more than stand up.
Damn.
I
I
just
do.
think it's just different. They're just different. I like being someone else other than myself, and like becoming a different character and like actually doing that. And I used to do it a lot before I started stand up, and then I fell in love with stand up, and now I'm just like stand up.
You know, I kind of feel the exact opposite. I like finding a character and finding myself in them. Like, instead of not being myself, I like finding a
Well,
character and then seeing how like I would be them and
That
putting
makes
myself
sense.
in their shoes.
That
Like,
makes
I
sense.
love that because then I get to see like different perspectives, and I'm pretty like, I have a therapist and he says that I see in black and white. It's either this or that, and there's no in between.
cognitive distortions.
Yeah, I do. And so when I'm acting, it forces me to have perspective for others.
Interesting. Because you're pretending to be a person, so you're thinking like a person like that would think.
When normally I wouldn't even consider it. I would be just like, this is the way it is.
Right.
So it really opens up it makes me almost more empathetic and everything. It makes me, So I really like it.
Because there is something about being able to think in gray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's really fun. I didn't ever think I would like it, but I fucking love it. Oh, sorry.
Who doesn't put their phone on do
Dude,
not
I gotta
disturb?
tell you, I don't know who this is. It's not a number, but the caller ID says "Try to Judge Me Incorporated."
Whoa.
I don't-
Wait, that's so weird.
That's who's calling you?
Yeah.
You should screenshot that.
I am going
That
to.
used to be when I was in my 20s. I tried to start a website called trytojudgeme.com with Mel.
It's you calling me.
Yeah, that's so weird.
But yeah.
Whoever don't get involved with them.
No.
Try to judge
But
me.
2 was a 2.
Starting out at 10. Like, whoa. What do we do?
Yeah,
Just calling me.
are we in a fight already? Whoever this
Their
is.
whole name is an argument.
Yeah.
Like, right away.
Bad
Caller
energy.
ID.
As soon as you read it, I'll know who that is, but don't call me back.
How many scams do you get like on your phone every day?
A lot.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
How do they get numbers?
Sometimes they almost trick me. They're like, you missed your package, click this link, and I order so much shit, and I'm like, oh no. They almost get me sometimes.
Yeah, there's so many.
There's new ones.
I got an alert from American Express that says your phone number was leaked on the dark web.
Oh no.
And I was like, that sounds really bad. So I called them and they're like, yeah, sometimes that happens. If you get a lot of scam calls, you might have to change your number.
Wow.
I'm like, who's leaking my number on the fuck?
I need to change my number. My number's leaked right now.
Well,
Currently, and I just haven't because it's a pain in the ass.
do you think we're ever going to get to a point where numbers are literally going to be like Instagram DMs? Like everyone's just going to be able to get your number?
For me, it doesn't really make a difference, right? Like if someone has your number versus having access to your DMs,
No.
Right.
can't you just block them?
Yeah, you definitely could block them, but then they could start a new account.
There's something about having my number that seems a little more threatening than someone just having
Right.
my...
It definitely is, but what I'm saying is when you think about it, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, when you think about it, that's what's weird. It's if you're responding and you have your announcements turned on, the notifications turned on, those little DMs are going to show up on your phone just like a text would.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
they can't actually call you up. But they can. They can go, like, a friend of mine called me through an
Instagram.
Instagram app.
That's the scariest.
Yeah, I
when
was like,
random
I go, what
dudes.
is this? How are you doing this? He's like, dude, you can call people from Instagram.
Dude, you know what I stopped doing? I stopped
So
going.
scary.
I went live one time and Instagram had requests where people can join your live. I'm like, this might be fun taking in calls.
Nightmare.
And I had like 1,000 people on that shit, and I answered, and this dude just started stripping as quick as he could on the live, and
Wow.
I was screaming. I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like, leave it on, like pressuring me to leave it on. I didn't want to make it not entertaining. Like, it was a lot. And that guy just was trying to jerk off as quick as he could on live, and I was
Wow.
like, whoa.
That sounds scary.
So yeah, there's a whole world. They can get into your life via Instagram too.
they'll find a way to show you their dicks.
Imagine being a dude that, like, just sprints to jerk off, like, the moment people are staring at him.
So horny.
It's my chance.
You know what? If you're that horny, sprint to jerk off. Do what you need to do to not shoot up a school. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think it's horny people shooting up those schools.
I think it is.
I think it's super depressed people.
but a little horny too.
Why horny?
Because they're probably that's
if you
probably a big.
just
If you're having
came-
regular sex, you're less depressed.
If you just came, you're less likely. Like right after you post nut clarity, no one's gonna shoot up a school right after they just jizzed.
Think of the children.
Well, that's probably also part of the depression, is that they're not getting any affection.
right.
You know?
Hug your local incel.
There's some broken humans out there.
They are. There's just a lot of people that are lonely.
And they're
Yeah.
medicated.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you know about broken people. When we tried to do when you opened for Joey,
Yeah.
do you know this story?
how I got my blue check mark?
What happened?
You know how I got verified on Instagram?
How?
Okay.
I've been trying to get verified on Instagram for like 10 years. You send in a stupid fucking thing, and you send in the articles that you've been mentioned in, and they would always ignore it. And then last year in November,
It was October. We
In
opened
October.
for Joey at Sony Hall.
at Broadway, sold out show.
We were so excited.
I had the best set. I just had like one of the best sets of my life in this sold out theater. Everyone's like, whoa, like literally standing ovation, right? I get off stage. I'm going to get my camera that's on a tripod in the back. And like during the chaos at people being like, great job, you know, you have to walk past people to walk out. And then, and some dude pokes my vagina. Like,
Oh, yes. I
did you hear
about
this story?
this.
Yeah. So he does that, but then when I turn around to see who does it, he acts like he's blind and disabled. So then immediately I'm like kind of just like my adrenaline's pumping just from the set itself, and then that just happened, and then I see that it's a blind person, so I'm just like overwhelmed, and then people are trying to like say hi and you know whatever after my set. So I go to sit with Sarah and I go, Sarah, like some blind dude just like accidentally poked me in the vagina, and she goes, you got assaulted. Like, she goes, straight up.
What the fuck are you talking about? A blind guy touched you in the pussy.
She brings me down to reality where I'm like, I have like a moment like That's So Raven where I go like, and I go like, I got touched, and it turns into like a whole thing.
Oh, God.
Cause now I'm like kind of pissed
Yeah.
that I even let it.
Is
Because
the
I'm
blind
like,
guy walking around still?
so now
this story gets
so
crazier.
now Joey's
Joe.
on stage, so I'm like, I have an hour to find this
There's
guy.
people
He came
in
for Joey.
headsets.
There's people at this theater sold out. They're in suits and little, you know, the earpieces that they bring for the president. They're doing that whole thing. And I gave them a description. I'm like, he looked blind. I don't think he is.
Oh, my
Chances
God.
are he's not really blind.
Oh.
And then I'm like, shit, like I have my camera set up, so I go and look, and you only see the shadows. It's like an SNL sketch, the way you can only see certain shadows, and him kind of bump into me, and like something happened, and then he walks away, and me looking around, but it's just shadows. So I'm like, he has this jaw. So we're zooming in on the jaw, and he's like the staff is like comparing the pictures on their phones to the people in the crowd.
So crazy.
Everyone's looking for this dude. Then the server comes up. She goes, I have a guy in the back throwing up with his friend. He's throwing up in a trash can. I'm like, let me go look. So I take a peek in the back. I'm like, that's him. Immediately. And you know what's fucked up? Is that he looked a lot like this guy I know that works at Gas Digital
Who's
for
blind.
Lewis, who's blind. He looks like, they call him Gay Blind Mike at Gas Digital. And he looks a lot like him. So I thought I was being like gay racist.
You mean
where I-
blind racist?
Blind, yeah, blind racist. Where I was like, maybe all blind people look alike, and
Oh, my God.
and there's like, so I was like, it's him. So then they're like, we'll take care of it, and they start escorting him out, and I guess he like gets away and runs out, right? Before they could get his ID and his information, which annoys me, but I'm gonna let it go. They're like, he got away, but like...
Yeah, but wasn't he so drunk he was throwing up in a trash can and they
Yes.
can't catch him?
No, he like, I don't know how he got away. I wasn't there to see it. That's why I should have been there.
But then it gets
But
crazier.
then, okay, so then I'm like kind of pissed that he got away because I'm like, he just got away with that. And then I'm like gaslighting myself, like, did he even do it on purpose? He was so drunk. And they go, well, we know it was him for sure. And I go, how do you know it was him? They go, oh, on his way out, he said, at least I got to touch Kim Congdon's pussy. So then, I mean, this is like, at this point, Joey's off stage. I haven't even told him what happened.
I'm drinking champagne.
There's a huge party in the green room, and I just got told this like by the door, and without saying anything to anyone, I just get up and I go outside. I just beeline it for the exit, and I'm like, and security, I can hear them trying to keep up with me, and I'm like kicking doors open. I'm fucking pissed now, because now I'm like, he did it on fucking purpose, and he's a fan, and he knows my name, and like now it's a problem for me, you know. And then I don't even know if I should say the next part, but I found him outside.
Should you not say this part?
I found him outside.
She found him outside.
I found him outside. And then they were like, do you want to call the cops? I was like, no.
She took care of it herself.
That's, yeah.
One thing about mom is she gonna do it herself.